The Constitution of Sierra Leone mandates a presidential election every 5 years. In June 2023, Sierra Leoneans went to the polls to exercise their democratic right. They hoped for a fair and transparent process, a process that would reflect the will of the people. Instead, they got chaos and controversy. The incumbent president, Mata Bio, sought re-election. His main challenger was Samura Kamara, a seasoned politician representing the All People's Congress. The election was fiercely contested, with both sides campaigning hard across the nation. The stakes were high, and the atmosphere was tense. The future of Sierra Leone hung in the balance. On June 24, 2023, the people of Sierra Leone cast their votes. They placed their trust in the electoral system, hoping that their voices would be heard. However, the events that unfolded in the days following the election would shake the very foundations of Sierra Leonean democracy and leave the nation deeply divided. Just one day after the election, on June 25, 2023, Mata Bio was declared the winner. The speed of the announcement was startling. Even more alarming was the fact that the announcement came before all the votes had been counted. This unprecedented move immediately raised red flags and sparked outrage across the nation. The Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, the body responsible for overseeing the election, failed to provide a transparent and verifiable count. The lack of transparency fueled suspicions of foul play. How could a winner be declared without counting all the votes? The answer, many believed, was simple. The election had been rigged. The international community, accustomed to Sierra Leone's relatively peaceful democratic transitions, watched with growing concern. The absence of a clear and verifiable vote count undermined the credibility of the election. It cast a long shadow of doubt over the legitimacy of Mata Bio's claim to the presidency. The main opposition party, the All People's Congress, immediately cried foul. They denounced the election as a sham, a blatant attempt to steal the presidency. They accused the Electoral Commission of colluding with the ruling party to manipulate the results. Their calls for a recount fell on deaf ears. International observers, while acknowledging some positive aspects of the electoral process, expressed serious concerns about the lack of transparency in the vote counting. They highlighted the statistical inconsistencies in the announced results, further fueling suspicions of manipulation. Their reports painted a troubling picture of an election marred by irregularities. The people of Sierra Leone were left to grapple with a deeply unsettling reality. Their votes, their voices, seemed to count for little. The very foundation of their democracy, the right to choose their leaders through free and fair elections, had been shaken to its core. In a desperate attempt to quell the growing unrest and address the concerns raised about the election, a tripartite committee was formed. This committee, composed of representatives from the government, the opposition, and civil society, was tasked with reviewing the electoral process. However, even this attempt at reconciliation was tainted by controversy. Allegations surfaced that members of the tripartite committee had been bribed with a staggering $3 million to endorse Mata Bio as the legitimate president. These allegations, if true, would represent a shocking betrayal of the public trust. It would strike at the heart of Sierra Leone's fragile democracy, exposing the rot within its institutions. As of January 24, 2025, the Tripartite Committee's report is overdue. The legitimacy of Mata Bio's presidency hangs in the balance, as does the future of Sierra Leone. The international community must demand accountability and transparency. The people of Sierra Leone deserve nothing less.